Good evening, guys. This is Samir from India. Warm greetings to you, all star seeds who have incarnated on this planet, and star seeds in this group. Um, there's something that has been bothering me for quite some time, and I wanted to discuss this with you. I've been thinking of writing it, but I think I'll just say it in this video. Um, a lot of people are doing channeling, doing activations, light language activations. I had a message for you from Archangel Gabriel, Jibreel in Muslims, Archangel Gabriel, regarding the ascension, that is in progress on this planet. And the news is that star seeds are continuously looking for news. The news from Archangel Gabriel and from others also on the other side is that star seeds are continuously looking for activations. Yeah, star seeds are continuously hoping for a miracle to occur or for some superpowers to be activated. So I'm going to speak about that today. And not only this, you would observe that most people who are most people who are not doing these activations or offering services of these kind are uh, most of them are facing financial hardship, right? Some of you were encouraged to quit your job and dedicate yourself to the service of humanity. But unfortunately, you are so broke and you have so little money that it is difficult for you to do anything for anyone. And in fact, your survival itself is at stake. Still, the activations are coming in, the channeling is going on, but your situation, if you would see from the last year, it may have become worse financially also, and otherwise also your situation may have steadily deteriorated. Well, if you are a star seed, you identify with being, or you may have knowledge of your previous lifetimes on other planets. Maybe uh, we're free to believe what we want to believe. That may be true also, but there is a lot of it is logical also because there is a lot of emphasis on going to heaven in all religions. Everybody is concerned about going to heaven at the end of their lives. Well, the question to them is, if you are going somewhere after you are dead, you may have come from somewhere when you were born, right? So was it hell, was it heaven, or was it someplace else? Is food for thought. Well, if you are waiting for superpowers to be activated, you develop some channeling skills or some right language transmission skills. Um, I have bad news for you, right? So you are wasting your time in doing so. Not only that, you can see from, what has not worked for you in the past will not work for you in the future. So if you analyze especially after you got information regarding this spiritual awakening also, and regarding ET races and light language and all that, your situation from the previous time, previous years or previous months, has steadily become worse. Okay, you are continuously hooked on YouTube looking for new activations or looking for new news regarding Ascension, but your personal situation is getting worse with time. Yep. Why is that happening? Are those people who are doing this channeling or maybe doing activations, are they superior to you spiritually? Are they leaders, star seeds? Is that the case? So, well, spiritual superiority. Okay, so if you look at the previous messengers of God that have incarnated on this planet, the qualities that make you spiritually superior are divine qualities: kindness, loving nature, giving nature towards people who are less fortunate than you, not tolerating injustice towards people who are vulnerable, bravery in face of adversity. These are divine qualities which make you spiritually superior, and which were embodied by people who were who we remember as messengers of God or avatars of God, on whom these religions have been based on. They were not, they were remembered for the bravery in battle, they were remembered for their kindness towards others, they were remembered for their just behavior, their intellectual superiority, but they were not remembered for having special abilities or developing wings or something like that. There may be some tales around that, but the qualities that made them I mean, for which these people are revered are not magic. Okay, not magical. These are human qualities, humane qualities that these people embodied, were who were known as the messengers of God, be it from Adam or Moses or Sri Ram or Krishna or Prophet Muhammad, or their followers or their close relatives, or Hazrat Ali or Imam Hussain, or any other great beings of light that have incarnated on this planet. So those people who are remembered on this planet, if you were to go look back into the history, are those who did things on the ground, who made changes on the ground, who sacrificed themselves in service to others, or who gave up a lot of luxury, or who faced a lot of hardship for doing what was the right thing to do. Not people who were somehow magically had some superior powers. That is not the case, right? So, light language and activations that are happening. First of all, you have no way to figure it out, like what is being done, right? It may appear to be magical, and somehow you feel good for some time, or something happens to you, but you may not know the story behind what is actually causing that, right? Take my word for that. It's all technology. Magic is all technology. It does not happen. Magic does not exist. Okay, magic does not exist. There has to be some logical way of that to happen, whatever is happening in your life. Okay, so magic is not there, unfortunately. Whoever is doing these things, there may be a story behind how they are able to do it, or what they are doing may not be exactly what they are promising to do. Is it? It may be frequencies that you are being exposed to, which may be even, I mean, maybe may making things worse for you in the worst case. Also, I mean, is there anything else? There have been so many groups that there are n number of groups are there for spiritual awakening and starseed related. Thousands and thousands of members are there. Hundreds of transmissions, hundreds of activations have been done. Yet nobody is getting activated. None of you star seeds who are members of this group are hooked to activations and light language transmissions are developing wings, or are able to do these transmissions on your own, or benefit from it, or cause any benefit in your surroundings, be it feeding the hungry people, or taking care of the homeless animals, or doing anything of value which will benefit the society. Somehow it has this thought has been planted that you developing superpowers will enable you to somehow magically overcome everything, and spread love and develop wings. I'm sorry for that. It is unfortunately, in my humble opinion, that is not true. So, if you are a star seed, then you already have divine qualities in you. Okay, your intuition will be highly developed, or your ability to decipher truth, or you're able to decipher scams, your your personal qualities of kindness, of of humane qualities will already be very developed if you are a star seed. Yes, so leaving activations aside, also, I mean, think about it. Before spirituality, I mean, that took off, there are n number of religions that we have on this planet. There are so many religions based on avatars that have not incarnated on this planet. All of them have detailed ways of praying to God, of worshipping God, and yet none, I mean, no answers are coming from the other side. So such huge text and literature that we have on how to pray and how to exactly communicate with the divine and send our messages, but there is none on where to read those messages. I mean, what is coming from the other side? You just have to hope for the best. There is no messages coming from the other side. In fact, none promise that you will be able to connect with God and speak to God or maybe messages of God through religion. None I know that I know of are able to do that this time. And similarly, when it comes to spirituality, lots of people are receiving transmissions of light language, and lot of channeling is going on. Lot of messages are coming from Pleiadians, from Syrians, from every other civilization that is there documented, or maybe information is available on the internet. Yet nothing is happening to you. I mean, not, in fact, something is happening, but it's making you worse, the situation worse, and you're not getting activated. If can you connect the dots? Okay, can the regard between these two? Uh, can you connect the dots? Okay, so I end this transmission on this note, and I wish you all a very lots of love to you guys. Lots you most star seeds, all star seeds that have incarnated on this planet are incarnating in hostile territory. Okay, so you will, that means that you are in a place where the power is in the hand of people who are opposed to you, or opposed to the civilizations that you're coming from, or opposed to the word of God, whatever you want to call it. So you will face a lot of hardship, you will face a lot of heartbreak, a lot of I mean, life will be very unfair towards you, and well, it is not going to be always like that for the rest of your life. I assure you that these things, whatever the injustice, I mean, injustice, wars, and all these things that are going on in the background, and people are getting killed, and nobody is having any answers to what to do about it. Just simple activations are going on. Well, I have some news for you. The other side is also real. Okay, they are real. The God creator, our creator, is also real. But there are certain rules of the game that we all have to follow. It is not that we can. They do have the powers to intercept, to interrupt, or to, for example, stop injustice. But G- God is not doing that, or forces of God are not doing that from the outside. There may be a good reason for that. Okay, for the same reason, why would these people, those messengers of God, come in? They could have made the corrections from the outside and just, I mean, punish those who are doing evil or who harm this planet or harm living beings. So they can just punish them from the outside, but they haven't done that. Yeah, but they themselves had to come in, incarnate on this planet, suffer a lot of hardship, and then they were able to make changes on the ground. So there may be some rules, some situations that we are not aware of, which results in apparent inaction. Okay, and let me tell you, there is no inaction on the other side. If you are a star seed, you believe you are a star seed, you have come here for a reason. Your life is not here to accept, I mean, just experience hardship or face evil for no reason. So you are a star seed. You are here for a reason, and their reason will become more and more apparent as time passes. So I request all those who are listening to this message, who are star seeds, please work. I mean, I was also into it, and I lost a lot of stuff. I mean, I suffered a lot of financial losses with regards to just trying to be, I mean, trying to develop some magical powers, or trying to go with the what was being taught in these groups. So I request you all to investigate your current circumstances, your current issues that you are facing, and think about a logical way of solving it. Okay, how if you are looking to buy a car, what would be the way to get it? If you want to buy, if you want to, I mean, help somebody or some people who have less than you, what would be the way to get money? You have to work it out using what is available inside the game. Okay, so just if life was a game, this is the greatest game that you will ever play. It is tough, it is the last stage, it is the hardest stage, but it can still be won, right? So love and blessings to all of you, and take care of yourself. I hope that you would feel, I mean, your circumstances, I wish that you feel better and your circumstances become better and you take control of your destiny, so that the changes that you were supposed to make on the ground, you were able to do that. All right. Or that's it. Love and blessings to all of you. Have a good day. Good night.